Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Precious Endredal. I've been away for quite some time. You could call me the inconsistent YouTuber, but by God's grace, that's going to end. We ask God for the grace for consistency and the grace to show up. Prayer group with my friends, that's been going well. In the last few months, we celebrated over a year of praying together 3 times a week.
यूं लगता जैसे ख्वाबों में रहता सपनों का नगर बनाता.
So today's video is just going to be a life update, where I've been, what I've been doing, and just sharing little testimonies of God's goodness and mercies in my life. So first of all, I think the last time I posted a video was maybe when I went to Manchester for Festival of Praise, and honestly, ever since then, it's just been work and everything. And even when I say I'll show up, I don't get to show up. But I'm not making any promises because I still remember my last YouTube video. I was literally like, I promised to show up and all of that, but it didn't work out. So today I just want to share how it's been. It's been great. I thank God for how God has been. In the coming videos, I'm gonna share with you amazing stuff, like what's been going on, what's been happening. But from the last time, if I remember, till now, my friend that I went to see in Manchester in the last video, like Festival of Praise, she got married. And we went for her wedding also in Manchester. It was a nice experience. It was amazing. So like, you know how you've always been praying for something and it finally comes to pass. It's just an amazing testimony of God's grace, and it was great to be there by her side to celebrate her, to just share in her joy. And I know that this is not the time to like pray or just like throw in words, but literally, if you're believing God for something like that, I pray and join my faith with you that it's going to come to pass. Has been happening. Another thing I would like to share an update on is just my prayer group. I think that's another good thing that I would like to share, like my prayer group with my friends. That's been going well. In the last few months, we celebrated over a year of praying together 3 times a week. And I would say it's not the perfect, like, oh, when you hear 3 times a week, you're like, oh my God. That's why in the next video, I'm going to be sharing like my thoughts on prayers and structures to developing a consistent prayer life. We're not saying that we're all perfect. Come on, come close. I'm going to give you all the tea, but there are some things that I have done that has worked for me. So my prayer group is 1 year, and it's literally been an answered prayer. It's literally been like a comfort zone of banter, love, and just everything good. I just want to say that I'm back. I got led to share a testimony, something that happened over a year ago, and just to build your faith and thinking about it now. When I was speaking to somebody and they were like, what thing happened in your life that when you sit back and look, you just say, oh, this was the hand of God, but I didn't see it then. I don't know if I've shared this testimony with YouTube family before or anything, but is it even a testimony? A few years ago, not a few years ago, just like a year ago, and I hold it dear to my heart because that's one way that I have been able to handle difficult times. See, when you see people don't show up on YouTube, sometimes it can be laziness, sometimes it can be that they are going through a difficult time. Well, that's aside. Yeah. So there was a time that I wanted to travel. I recorded this thing like 3 times, but you don't need to know this. Okay. So there was a time. So there was a time I wanted to travel, and I had gone to the airport with my husband. We gave our passports to be checked in and everything, and my passport was 3 months left validity, and I got told that, oh, I'm so sorry, you can't travel. Why? Your passport is 3 months validity. You can't travel. If you try traveling, the airline have to pay £3,000 in fine, and yeah, £3,000 in fine, and I will not be allowed into the country. So, I mean, no, there's no point. So in that moment, I literally felt so down. I felt really bad, and God was just trying to encourage me in that moment. Even on my bus journey home, I was just like, God, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? But God was just trying to say, don't worry, I have bigger plans for you. In your disappointment, I'm going to be your strength. So I went back home. My husband initially didn't want to go for the trip, but I begged him to go so that I can see the country through his eyes, like Montenegro through his eyes. And it was a nice time for him, though life of the party was not there. Well, I believe that he turned that into a retreat. So on my way back home, I just I was just learning how to handle disappointment. To be fair, I always say it anytime I remember that story, it's very defining in my life. I might not be able to put it like the way it happened, but it's a very defining moment in my life because I handled disappointment very, very well. I did not throw tantrums, fall down on the floor and say, oh. And when I now spoke to a few people, I realized that this is something that has happened to a lot of people actually. I had my birthday, I turned 28 in August, and it was great. I was surrounded by my friends, my family, and everybody that loves me, everybody that cares about me. Yeah. So thank you very much guys for stopping by at my YouTube channel. I plan to share good stuff. I plan to share great stuff. Maybe not much of vlogs, but just nice sit down videos, just sharing about testimonies, God's goodness, inviting my friends to come on my channel and just share about great things in their lives. So please support me. Ask me about like new videos. If you haven't seen a new video on my channel, let's just do this together. I believe strongly that there is something in my loins to share. I believe strongly that God has given me a voice to the nations. I believe strongly that I have a lot to share, and I'm not going to allow the devils to steal my voice because of like job, schedule or anything. I'm going to try to create time for this gift that God has given to me. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and God bless you. Bye.
तेरे